Good morning, Year 3. It's Miss Miller here, and I'll be taking you for your third home learning English lesson today. I just wanted to say that I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and a Happy New Year, and that it's my last week working at Carbeal this week, so I just wanted to say a quick thank you to you all for making me feel so welcome at your school and letting me teach you for the last 11 weeks. I wish you all the best and hope that you have a lovely rest of the year in Team 3. So today we're going to be learning about characters descriptions. So you'll need your English book, pencil and ruler to do this today. So please pause the video now if you need to collect some of your resources. Right, I would like you to write the long date, title and Wilf into your books today, please. Leave a line between each and underline each of them with a ruler, please. Pause the video now whilst you do this. So character descriptions. What I'm looking for today is for Bronze Group to use 1 or 2 adjectives to describe what the character looks like. Silver, I'll be looking for you to use 1 or 2 adverbs to describe how the character moves. And Gold, I'll be looking for you to describe how the character is feeling or how they behave. And Challenge, I would like you to use a thesaurus to find synonyms for your chosen vocabulary. Do not worry if you don't have a thesaurus at home. You could ask an adult to Google a thesaurus for you and you can use an online version. Okay, let's have a look at our learning powers for today. So our learning powers today are to make links to what you already know about adjectives, verbs and adverbs to help you write character descriptions. And today you may need to persevere a little bit as you may find it tricky at times, but all we ask is for you to try your best. So, character descriptions. These help the reader picture what the character looks like, what they may be moving like, what they are feeling or how they behave, and can also help the reader to picture where the character is. For example, here I have made up a few sentences about the character Shrek and have described him, Fiona, and the guards. Shrek, with all of his might, saved the beautiful green Fiona from the tower. He quickly ran away from the tower with Fiona slung over his shoulder. Shrek was exhausted, but continued to run until they reached safety. They hid from the fierce and angry guards by quietly staying inside. Shrek's swamp shack, hugging for warmth. I have underlined the parts of the text which are describing what the characters look like, how they are moving, what they feel, and how they behave and where they are. Today, you will be describing one of the dragons from the film How to Train a Dragon to help you learn about character descriptions. So first, Year 3, I'm going to model Bronze Badge. If you think Bronze Wilf is the Wilf that you'll be able to complete today, then pause the video once I have revealed the bronze work for today. I will then go on to model silver and then gold. Again, pause the video after I have modelled the input for the badge you think you'll be able to complete today. So Bronze Badge. You're going to be using multiple adjectives to help describe a character. You can use multiple adjectives to create a more specific picture of the character you are describing. Today, you'll be describing this dragon from the film How to Train a Dragon. You can see that the dragon has yellow eyes and green scaly skin. However, if you were reading a book about this character and it had no pictures, this would not provide you with a clear image in your head about what the character really looked like. So we need to use our adjectives to help provide a more specific image. Let's look at the dragon's yellow eyes. What adjectives could we use to describe the dragon's eyes? We could say bright yellow eyes or burning yellow eyes. Another 2 I have come up with is piercing yellow eyes or beady yellow eyes. These wow adjectives help the reader imagine what the eyes really look like. Now let's look at the dragon's green scales. How could we describe the dragon's scales better? We could say dry green scales, which provide the reader with an insight to the colour and texture of the dragon. Or we could say emerald green scales to help the reader understand what shade of green the dragon is. Or we could say mossy scales, which lets the reader know that the dragon is green like moss. For Bronze task today, you will have to write out the sentences provided on the following slide and choose adjectives to fill in the blanks to help describe the character. If you were given this sentence here, what adjectives could you use to help describe the dragon's eyes? You could say that the dragon stared with her beady yellow eyes. These adjectives have helped the reader understand what the dragon's eyes look like. What adjectives could you use to describe the dragon's claws? You could say her sharp, pointy claws were scratching the ground. Here is Bronze's independent task for today. You have been given a word bank to help you expand these character descriptions. You need to rewrite the sentences in your books with the added adjectives from the word bank. If you are completing Bronze task, please pause the video here. Remember to take a picture of your work and send it to your teacher on Teams. Try your best and remember it's okay to make mistakes. Pause the video now and get describing. For Silver task today, you'll be using verbs, which are doing words, and adverbs, which help describe the verb, to help you describe how your character moves. For example, in this picture of the dragon, you could say that he was standing. However, using more specific verbs may allow the reader to understand why he is standing or how he is standing. So instead of saying the dragon was standing, you could say that the dragon was hunting, or that the dragon was frozen whilst watching his prey. Or you could use a different verb or an adverb to describe how the dragon is flying. For example, the dragon was flying quickly, swooping and diving to try and catch his prey. He slowly came to a stop. He froze, watching his prey get closer and closer, and then he pounced. So there, I have used all of these verbs and adverbs to help describe how this dragon is moving in a few sentences. So, for Silver task today, you will need to add verbs and adverbs to describe how the character moves in sentences. In this sentence, can you identify the verbs and adverbs which tell us how the dragon is moving? Pause the video and have a little look. The first sentence says, the dragon stood still and frozen. The use of adverbs and verbs in this sentence has allowed the reader to know that the dragon is not moving. It is stood still. In fact, it is stood so still that it's frozen and not moving at all. In the second sentence, her wings moved slowly as she swooped through the sky. We know that she is flying as it states that she is swooping through the sky, which is the verb. But prior to this, it tells us that her wings were moving slowly, which implies to us that the dragon is flying slowly, which is an adverb. if you think that inputting verbs and adverbs will challenge you enough in this lesson, then pause the video here and add verbs and adverbs to describe how the character moves to these sentences. Remember to write these sentences out in your books, use the word bank to help you, and send a picture of your work to your teacher on Teams. Try your best and pause the video now. Right, if you would think that you would like to give Gold a go today, I would like you to take a little brain break here before listening to the Gold teaching input. How about you count in 5s to 100 whilst doing star jumps? Counting in 5s goes like this: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way up to 100. Pause the video here and enjoy your brain break. So let's have a look at our Gold input today for character descriptions. Today for the Gold badge, you'll need to describe how the character feels and how they behave. For example, you can see here that underlined words have been added to help describe to the reader how the dragon behaves and feels. A range of adverbs, verbs and adjectives have been used to do this. Pause the video and consider the adjectives and verbs which have been used to help describe how the dragon behaves and feels. So we can see that the word annoyed is underlined, which reveals to the reader that the dragon is not very happy. Something has happened that has made him feel a little bit sad and irritable. We have also underlined quietly hunched, which doesn't tell us how the dragon is feeling, but it does imply how he is feeling at the same time. As when you are happy, do you sit quietly and hunched over, not talking to anybody, away from everyone? No. If you were happy, you would have some open body language. You'd be sat up straight, you'd be smiling, you'd possibly be wanting to play with your friends. The dragon might be flying around with his other dragon friends. So the fact that quietly hunched is underlined may also tell us that the dragon isn't in a very happy mood. Also, some of the underlined words are shrieked with fear, which shows us that someone is possibly feeling very scared. Maybe the dragon has scared someone or something. So for your Gold task today, you have been given 6 words that we'd like you to put into your own sentences to describe how your character is feeling or behaving. We'd like you to write 5 sentences. So, Gold task, I'd like you to give this a go. Pause the video here. Remember to write the sentences out in your books and take a picture of your finished work to send to your teacher on Teams. Try your best and try not to give up today. Remember that persevering learning power. Pause the video now. Finally, your challenge for today is to use the thesaurus to find synonyms for your chosen vocabulary. Does anyone know what synonyms are? That's right, synonyms are words which have the same meaning. For example, a synonym for sadly could be cheerlessly or gloomily. Instead of saying the dragon sadly hid by the river, you could say the dragon gloomily hid by the river. Pause the video here to have a go at the challenge for today. Again, send the pictures of your work to your teacher and show them all of your hard work. Right, Year 3, this is the end of your 3rd online English lesson. I hope that you've had fun learning about character descriptions today, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for listening. Again, I'm going to miss you all very much, and thank you for letting me teach you for the last 11 weeks. Speak to you soon. Bye.